Hey everybody, some big news. If you can see it up in the corner there, you'll notice the version I am now flying is 1.29.22.0. This is Sim Update 11 beta. This is the very first beta release. Therefore, I would highly recommend, unless you want to be a beta tester specifically, I would not suggest that you download this yet. I have just loaded it. It was about a 3 gig download for it. There are a ton of release notes. I don't know why they don't show up now that it's loaded. It was showing up before, but I don't know why they're not showing now. Interesting. There are a ton of release notes on this for changes and updates and fixes. So right off the bat, going into the general options here and going to VR, we notice that we have Nvidia DLSS Super Resolution is now the DLS option. We also have AMD FSR2, then the typical FX, TLA, and so forth. But so this is the new one. So that's new. Balance Performance Ultra, DLAA, Auto, Quality. Obviously, Auto is new. DLAA is new. And so we got a couple different options now here to test out. Reprojection, depth and motion and off, still the same. Nvidia Reflex low latency. It says reduces system latency and increases response. So we got off, and I cannot change this in VR. So I'm not sure what the story is on that. And then we have global rendering, which we got custom, default, low end, medium, high end, ultra. So the same option now is available previously in the PC setting for global rendering, now available in VR. And this one, like I said, I'm not sure why that one doesn't change. I do know that one of the options, or one of the release notes was that it now supports DLSS 3, which is the new version of DLSS that was released with the latest graphics update. So again, this is my first look at this, and so I'm curious to see if there's any sort of performance increase or boost or change. So this is the DC Designs Stearman biplane, and I must say that everything in my cockpit is so crystal clear that I can read most of the numbers even on the little paper card with the compass corrections here. So all my gauges and everything very clear. It seems to be very smooth going by my window. So, and again, you saw me, all I did was I picked auto on those settings. I haven't even played with any of them to see which ones can be improved, but I saw an awful lot of improvement with the performance, the overall smoothness. So I tested it with the Stearman here so far out in the country. You can see, I mean, yeah, we're not rendering a lot here, but it's still a lot smoother than it was. It's going by at a pretty good clip. I didn't check the frame rate. I will check that after I have flown a little bit and found some idea of what the settings might be. But yeah, so far I think the update is performing very well. But again, I wouldn't recommend anyone download it unless you really want to be a beta tester, because this is the very first release of this beta, and so I would expect issues for sure. But I mean, even here, normally when I flip to an outside view, it stutters more than even on the inside. But look at this, is looking quite smooth right now. Seems to have that right kind of flow for up close and in the distance. Looking down along the wing, another area usually of stutter, even when it's just trees, you tend to get it, and here I'm not seeing it at all. Yeah, the digits and everything are pretty crystal clear. Boy, some squeaking going on with this aircraft when you get close to top speed. Some real creaks and groans. You gotta really be careful with this guy. Yeah, pretty good. I'm enjoying it. So, and I'm testing it so you don't have to. So again, Sim Update 11 Beta, version 1.29.22.0. Let's take a look at it with a different plane in a more popular area. How about let's go to London. All right, so here we are now in London along the Thames River, and we're gonna go up a little over here, and we're gonna get inland, and we're gonna see how well and smooth the scenery flows by. Now, this is one area I usually stay out of just because it's one of the heavier hitters for frame rates, in my opinion. Now, the recording is showing a little bit of stuttering that was not really there when I was flying, and so any stuttering that you're seeing in this recording is from the recording. It was really quite smooth as I was flying, even at this lower speed and this lower altitude. Yeah, still looking pretty smooth and some pretty good detail, even though I just let it select. I think I put it on a, we'll look at the settings one more time when I finish up. I think we'll check it out, but I put it on, I think it was medium, on a medium range system, and I let it pick auto, so it seems to have picked good settings so far. Yeah. And I didn't really see any studying. I didn't see any artifacts or ghosting as I went by those cables. And look down low, got some interesting architecture down here to look at for sure. Yeah, good detail on the building moves, yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So Sim Update 11, already in beta testing, so awesome. Buildings are looking nice here, going by pretty good. Nice and smooth, yeah. I think I'm getting better frame rates than I was. I'm not certain, but I would have to say that I'm getting better frame rates just based on how it looks here in the headset as I'm flying. And no, I do not have photogrammetry turned on, but I mean, look, these buildings look pretty good. They're not all generic blocks or unique. Not in my opinion, they're not. So, yeah, it's looking very good. Let's get down low again in some of the little neighborhood here before we get to some of those big buildings up there. Performance seems to be improved, at least with this quick first look. But I'll keep testing, and I'll be posting some more videos. You know me, if you follow my channel, I tend to post on an average of 3 or 4 a day, especially when there's something major like a sim update or beta testing. I like to try and test it with as many aircraft in as many locations as I can. So whether it's going to be high or low, fast or slow, I'll test it as much as I can with as many variations as I can and I'll post up my videos with my findings, my thoughts, and anything I can discover on the new settings. So thanks for watching, and I'm trying to test this so that you don't have to, and we'll see you in the skies.